Hello there, welcome to the review of the brand new flagship killer, the OnePlus 5. This version sports 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, also known as the slate grey version, and that's because it's lesser spec and it's grey. There's also another version, the midnight black version, which has 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, which is in my opinion a little bit too much, so I didn't pay the additional 60 bucks. And the price for this phone, the exact phone that I have, is 499 euros, while the other phone costs 559 euros. Let's dig right into it. This phone, phenomenal. This box, phenomenal. But it looks a little bit like the OnePlus X box, which I have right here, since the OnePlus X was my previous phone. Well, it is basically the same box, but I don't mind since I like it and it's awesome and they can fit everything inside. Let's open it up. It's so satisfying. It's just the basic OnePlus thing in here. Here you see the phone, which is honestly pretty as hell. Slide the box aside for a bit. I'll go into that in detail in a moment. This phone, wow, just wow. On the back you can see the dual cameras, the 16 megapixel camera and the 20 megapixel camera. Right here there's a dual tone LED. And there's a microphone, of course. And over here is the power button, the volume rocker, and the alert slider, which is honestly the best thing OnePlus could add on a phone. Yeah, down here we have the speaker grill, the USB-C connector, and the headphone jack. Yay, headphone jack. I really use the headphone jack a lot since I have an audiophile grade headphone, and I really love using it on this phone. And that's because it rocks a really good DAC. Honestly, the sound coming out of this phone is phenomenal. The fingerprint scanner, also phenomenal. I've never owned a fingerprint scanner phone before, but honestly, it's so quick, as you can see. I just have to tap it and it is immediately on before I have my finger over here. The only minus of this device looks the ceramic fingerprint scanner versus the glass of the phone. It has a totally different color scheme, which I don't really like, but still, I don't mind. This phone is awesome. So yeah, let's get into the box and let's get further into details in the phone later. In here there's just some safety information I can show you, but I don't want to since it's just useless and shit. It also has some stickers into it, which is pretty cool that they give that for free. They also put in this nice image shot on the OnePlus and with a letter on the back of it, which is honestly really cool. So in the box we get a cable. I couldn't fit it in anymore since I used it and I didn't know how to roll it. Doesn't matter, it fits right here. This is how you used to roll it, and then on this little bar right here, it looks really good. Let me show you. You also get these clips where you can put them in, and there's a silicone on the end of the cable, which is also pretty good, and it's protective. It's a 100 centimeter long cable, and it supports dash charging. You can tell that as well, that it has bigger minus and plus cords because of the bigger plates, so it can support 4 amps in power, not power, but in current. Also in here is the dash charging port outlet thing, dude. Get out, you gibberish. I can't get it out anymore. Okay, there it is. I'll clean that up in a bit. The dash charger, honestly phenomenally good looking in my opinion. They changed it a lot compared to the previous version, which came with the OnePlus X. I must say this charger really looks good too, just as the cable of OnePlus, the earlier version that they gave us, but I think this one looks better. This is also way sturdier than the other one, since the other one cable broke. But let's not get into too much details on the cables and let's focus on the charger. It outputs 5 volts and 4 amps, which is sufficient for basically life. So it ports 20 watts directly to your phone, and it doesn't get hot. That's the thing. That's so cool. It doesn't remotely get hot, which I didn't expect from this phone, since it's charged so fast. And in the before you insert your SIM, you come across these. They are put in the SIM tray ejector, or in the SIM tray, I have to say, so that it doesn't get dusty, or yeah, well, it's a placeholder as well, which is in my opinion good. Good that they provided it. Well, that's the inside of the box. Let's head on to the phone. This phone, quick, snappy. That's all I have to say basically. It sports the Qualcomm 835 Snapdragon processor, the top of the line, the newest of Qualcomm, and it is quick. Look at that. Just like that, I'm in. The battery is also phenomenal. Just as well as the screen. Only thing is jelly. The jelly. No. I don't seem to have it, the jelly issue. Maybe a little bit. I can't really see it. But it's awesome. And the battery life is just phenomenally good. I didn't think it would last like 1.5 days of use. Until I tried it. I thought it was gibberish. Well, I just charged this phone last night. And I can't believe it. It's still 14% after a really long period of time and usage. I used this thing, I think, 3 hours of screen time, maybe more even. Let me check. I can check it. Screen. Oh, time on 4 hours and 17 minutes. Well, and that was on full brightness. I just turned it down since it was too bright on the screen, I think. It looks good. The screen resolution, it doesn't bother me that it's only 1080p, since this phone right here, the OnePlus X, supported it too. But I think it looks better on this bigger screen than on that smaller screen. I don't know why, but it seems sharper, brighter, more vibrant. It seems like overall a better screen. It has really good speakers. Like, the lower ends are really good, the higher ends are less good, but I think you can tweak that. The equalizer in this system is really good, and so is the DAC, which I use for music. Well, I use the DAC quite a lot because I have a audio studio grade headphone, the K712 from AKG, which I'll go in probably later. But the DAC inside is phenomenal, way better than any phone I've ever had. Well, the battery is just phenomenal, as I just stated. The processor is quick. 6 gigs of RAM is sufficient. Look, I can open every app I wish. Every app immediately. Doesn't matter. Google. It Googles really quick as well. And it doesn't care how much you have opened. The games. Games are a thing that modern smartphones are also popular with. And let me test it right here. It is pretty damn quick. It also looks really good. It's really snappy. It's really smooth. And I've never encountered any issue yet. And this thing is also cool, that I swipe left or right or in the mid, that it also opens the menu there. See how quick that's loaded. The storage is also really quick and the camera is great. I'll put in some pictures meanwhile. I really love the bokeh effect, also known as the depth effect by this, but if you save the image it says bokeh. The 16 megapixel camera is good, the 20 megapixel is also good, and when you zoom it, it's just phenomenal. Oh, my cloud save is not available. Oh no! Look at this. Okay, this is just a small preview of what it can do. Okay, never mind this then. Let's just go right here. How snappy it is. It is immediately so good. Like here, you can see that it's pretty smooth and it doesn't have any problems with doing it. It doesn't get hot. Also not while charging and gaming. It doesn't get hot. And the only thing that bothers me meanwhile is that I have my hand here, which covers the speaker grill, so that and then no sounds comes out. Also, a thing is, when you use your phone like this, watch out that you don't plug this hole, because that's your microphone. I've had that a few times with Snapchat, that people just couldn't hear me while I was, I don't know, singing or anything, which was pretty weird. But it's really good, and it's really awesome. It looks good, looks awesome. The case I've got right here was only 25 bucks new, but when you use the referral link from OnePlus, or my referral link, I get 3 points and you get 20 euros off of cases and accessories and everything you add when you buy a OnePlus 5. I'll leave it down below, since it's pretty handy, dandy and cool. So that's it for this device. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment and subscribe. I would love to hear more from you guys. I definitely recommend this phone, and I'll see you in the next one.